Zach. Zach.
Considering how
Can you hear me, Zach?
weird Zach was, I'm kind of glad that we're gonna have York with us again. I don't want to answer. This is just like the beginning of the Deadly Premonition.
There you are, Zach.
York just sounds so much nicer.
Sleeping again?
Zach had the dark laughter, and I didn't like it.
Well, rise and shine. It's time for us to head back out into the chaos.
It's kind of reasonable that they would go for a prequel. Although I think having the Red Seed stuff still being in it is maybe a bit weird, but they would want to keep the Zach and York thing going. And the weird sequel hook in the director's cut of old Zach was a little too odd. Hey, title card! Blessing in disguise. I don't like how the, what was it, the L is a 2 in Deadly Premonition's logo. It's weird. So, they just never found the first victim? Is he gonna find a clue in his lobster?
Zach, it looks like she wants us to join her for breakfast.
That coffee's saying nothing.
Perhaps this town's finally starting to warm up to us.
Look at that lovable mug. Look at that giant pineapple.
She's welcoming us with open arms. She's even willing to share that tasty morsel with us. What an honor.
Don't be rude, eat it.
Hurry up and chow down, mister. Unless you like your breakfast stale.
Of course this man walks out with a big chef hat
on top of the moon since the moment I got here. And the name of this wonderful town, Le Carré. Sounds like French to me, but what does it mean?
I'm the chef, David. If you want to know about the town, you'd better ask the concierge.
Okay.
Only amateur chefs flap their gums about stuff that ain't food related.
I like that we need to know he's a chef still.
Did you hear that, Zach? He's a true professional.
You say something, mister?
No, not to you. I was just talking to Zach.
The lobster?
Zach?
Please don't ask me about Zach. It's a private matter.
If you say so, still. Never thought the FBI would ever come out to a little old town like ours.
I do work for the FBI, but I didn't come here for an investigation. I just happened to stop by on my way to New Orleans.
Never thought there'd be a murder out here either. And it was a 16-year-old kid. Now, I tell you, this country's seen better days. What you reckon, mister?
Zach, he's definitely a professional, but it seems like he's also a bit lonesome. That's good. Ambivalence exists everywhere.
Does he hear that conversation?
The killer used an axe. Hell of an old-fashioned choice.
Is it the raincoat killer? Was he the trumpet man? I see his glasses have trumpets.
I'd like to ask you a few questions about the incident.
But shoot, I ain't the one you ought to be asking, Mr. FBI.
If that's your real name.
But seeing as you're fixing to grill me, I can tell you what I know.
Please do. I appreciate it.
Oh god, okay. What do you know about the victim? Where's the Clarkson house? What's the local law enforcement doing? Thanks, that'll be all.
You said the victim was a 16-year-old. Did you know her?
I wonder if this will have shooting sections.
Well,
I'm kind of
sure.
hoping not.
I reckon the whole town did.
Meaning?
She's Lise Clarkson, the little grandbaby of the Clarkson family.
The Clarkson family?
That's right. You ain't seen they sign on your way in here? The one above that huge cold storage complex. Should have had a dragonfly on it. Anyway, that's the Clarkson family seal. They own most of the land round here, from the sugar plantations right down to the food processing plant. Yeah, I reckon they got a stake in just about everything. They even own the water tower on the edge of town, you know? They're the ones who built up this town, and they still support it.
They're behind it all. I
What do you
guess
know
I'll
about
just
the Clarkson's
exhaust all of
house?
the options.
Now, I ain't got nothing bad to say, but I'm gonna talk straight to you.
They might be vampires.
Best steer clear of that place. That family ain't just some gang. They're a whole different kind of beast. They
Vampires.
folks with real power.
Vampire powers. Where's the lie? He might be saying they're vampires.
To the good old boys who shaped America in the early days. Especially the head of the family, P.J. Clarkson. He's the kind of monster who goes around eating other monsters.
Case in point, vampires probably also eat other monsters, so...
And I'm sure he's on edge now with his granddaughter getting murdered and all.
I would imagine anyone would
Barging in
be.
with that shiny FBI badge of yours and think you'll be safe for nothing.
Don't worry, this shiny FBI badge is made out of silver. I know that's like a werewolf thing, but I think it also works on vampires sometimes.
Things are different down here. So if you plan on sticking around, you best remember that.
I see. I'll keep that in mind.
What's with the local
Is
law
the
enforcement?
Local law enforcement investigating the case?
Shoot,
No.
mister, what you think? Now, I told you this ain't no city. We in the bonafide boondocks here. They got to know how to break up fights and keep folks from killing each other when they pissed you off. They sit down and talk it out with you heart to heart, and when that don't work, they just beat your ass. That's the deep south for you. This murder ain't like that, though. A little kid got killed. A weird way. Like something on a TV show. The sheriff's department ain't never seen nothing like this.
What do you know about this New Orleans?
Live and Let Die, Angel Heart, and The Pelican Brief. Right? 9 out of 10 people will name those titles when you ask them to think of a film set in New Orleans. They're all excellent movies, but to me they lack realism.
I love you, York.
Due to my line of work, I have a tendency to think deeply about what feels real and what doesn't.
What's your point?
Cat people. That's my point. Cat people.
I love you.
1982, directed by Paul Schrader. The crowning achievement of Nastasia Kinski, the ultimate muse of the 80s. The most vital element of that movie is the reality it depicts. Leopards who turn into humans have intercourse with humans and turn back into leopards.
I guess I need to see cat people, because that's a weird one.
They can only turn back into humans again if they mutilate their lovers.
Like vampires.
I was awestruck by the sheer reality.
I'll be honest, I don't know what the rules are with vampires.
Understand? I'm talking about hyperrealism.
Is that what that is? Because that didn't sound like hyperrealism at all.
After watching it, I felt like I just had to experience the world of cat people for myself. That's why I decided to visit New Orleans.
I shall become a leopard.
Okay.
Another vital element of cat people
Cats.
is the presence of Malcolm McDowell. Malcolm McDowell from Blue Thunder. Oh, talk about a masterpiece. Listen carefully, David. Only an amateur would call A Clockwork Orange his best movie.
I like A Clockwork Orange,
His
though.
best movies are Cat People and Blue Thunder. Period. You need to remember this, because it's the truth.
This information will be important to you someday, David.
Whatever you say, mister.
You know, I know you said I was lonely, but this is a bit much. Also, I don't think David is actually standing on anything. It looks like he's kind of floating.
So, what's your point again?
Never mind, don't worry about it. I already covered all the important parts.
I don't think he ever actually asked about New Orleans. I think he just really wanted to talk about cat people. It was a bizarre murder?
When you say it was like something from a TV show, what exactly do you mean?
Hey, mister, why do you look so excited, huh?
He gets
Like
really
a
excited
kid
about this.
asking Grandma to read him a fairy tale.
I just can't seem to keep myself away from young women who died in bizarre ways.
Again, doesn't sound great. I too would be exasperated sighing right now, David.
Well, I ain't seen it with my own eyes, but folks say they found the body hanging under a bridge on the bayou. And under that bridge, there was some kind of altar.
A sanctuary? Was it a triangle?
Altar?
Like something they use in black magic. Something horrible.
Is it gonna be like voodoo magic?
Voodoo?
Uh-huh.
Nah, wasn't nothing like that. Just a weird altar.
That's all?
Oh, and the body was all cut up in pieces, scattered around the altar like.
So she was sacrificed.
That's what the fella who discovered her said, yeah.
Bingo, Zach. This case has got our names all over it.
I was the one that did it. How can I get around town?
By the way, Mr. FBI, I ain't seen a car in the parking lot. How'd you get all the way out here, huh?
Wait, is he the one asking questions?
Don't tell me you walked.
Am I
That's a
playing
very good
David?
question. Chef David, you've got a sharp eye. It's true that I didn't park my car in your parking lot. Do you know why?
Can't say I do.
Because it was stolen.
Gasp.
Huh? But you with the FBI, right?
Even FBI cars can be stolen. It could happen after you park your car on the side of the road and go off to do some legwork.
Happens a lot in Greenvale.
When you're eating lunch, when you're watching a movie, when you're asleep at night, when you're buying cigarettes at the local supermarket. Your car can be stolen anywhere. That's precisely what it means to be an FBI agent.
Is it?
In my case, my car was stolen while I was on my way down here. But no need to worry. I already reported it to the local authorities. And I've also already acquired another mode of transportation.
Another mode?
Want to hear the details?
Not really.
Yeah, David's had enough of
But
this.
I'll listen if you want me to.
Aw, good guy
Then
David.
please do. After I finished my work in Houston, I flew to New Orleans. Then, I rented a car at the airport.
And that also was stolen.
Whenever I visit the West Coast, I always rent a convertible, especially in California. But now I'm in hot and sticky Louisiana. So, I decided on a brand new hybrid car with a fully equipped air conditioning system.
A hybrid car?
Oh yes, they're marvelous. Vehicles that utterly defy everything you think you know about cars.
Did hybrid cars even exist in 2005? Come on.
Now, in the year 2005, it feels like we finally entered the 21st century. Stomp down on the gas all you want. The engine won't make a sound.
It's silent?
At first, I felt like the landscape was moving past me on its own. Give it a few more years, and I'm sure we'll start seeing cars that run purely on electricity.
Sure.
Who knows? In a decade or so, electric sports cars may end up lining the parking lots of Silicon Valley. I can see it now. It's the world of The Last Starfighter. 1984, directed by Nick Castle. It's famous for being the first film to utilize realistic CG, but I couldn't care less about that. See, I was mesmerized by the beautifully refined mech designs. It even made me wish that I could be one of them myself. Especially the Gunstar spacecraft. No other sci-fi movie has ever had...
So, where'd your hybrid car get stolen?
Sorry, I got off topic. I noticed it was missing after I finished my lunch and walked out of the diner.
Once I walked out of the diner, I went to the movie theater to see cat people. Have I told you about cat people?
Incidentally, this diner was located at the entrance to a small town just south off the I-10. I went out to get back in it, but my hybrid car was nowhere to be found.
I thought the first car was stolen, and then he got the hybrid car. It would have been funny if he got both cars were stolen or whatever, but whatever.
I remembered exactly where I parked it, right between a blue pickup truck and a hedgerow. But when I came back from lunch, it had completely vanished.
What if he just misplaced
In
it?
short, someone stole it. And in its place, they left me this.
I can't believe Tony Hawk stole his hybrid
A
car.
skateboard.
A skateboard?
Yes.
David's really into it now.
While I was sliding my lunch into my stomach, someone was busy replacing my brand new hybrid car with a wooden board attached to 4 wheels. Remarkable, don't you think?
So then how did you get here?
The
By
skateboard.
riding the skateboard, obviously. Why do you look so surprised? No, I couldn't ride the board very well at first.
I hope I can do sick
By the
tricks.
time I hit the 3-mile mark, I'd more or less gotten the hang of it. By the 10-mile mark, I'd even learned to do a few tricks.
Yeah,
It was
tricks.
a journey of self-discovery.
This very much is Kingdom Hearts 2. Very long intro and skateboards.
Not even I knew I had this latent talent sleeping inside me.
Soon we'll be able to do sick combos against a lingering will.
This summer's gonna be another hot one. It's supposed to get over 95 today. Watch out you don't go getting heat stroke.
Is that gonna be like a meter I have to worry
Use Clark's
about?
in case needs us. Don't you think so, Zach? The cat people are what guided us to New Orleans. We should be thanking Malcolm McDowell. Once we get home, let's watch Blue Thunder again. I'm already looking forward to it. Aren't you, Zach? Zach. The searing light. These scents. It's the deep south.
Fantastic.
That was a fabulous breakfast. You're the world's greatest chef.
I did not look like you ate it.
Wait, mister. You didn't take a single bite.
Yeah, okay.
Well, the tea was to die for.
Oh, it wasn't coffee, it was tea.
But I'd prefer coffee next time. What would a morning be without coffee?
That's a big waste of a lobster. Or it's like crawfish. I think it was a lobster. It was pretty big. Crawfish are tiny little guys. And I don't think are really that great to eat. So yeah, waste of a lobster. There's like way more movie talk going on here. I hope that they're still like just exploring and turn to York's room and review the case. Quest update, go. Now I'm gonna talk to this guy. I can actually move around. What is going on with your face? You look kind of cross-eyed. Is that a person? I thought that was a mannequin at first. It didn't look like she had, like, arms. Like, I thought they were cut off, like, a mannequin torso up. Excuse me. Sorry, mister. That's a large pie. Sir, did you see the size of that pie? Massive. Did I leave my skateboard out there? Probably should just get going. I want to be able to go skateboarding everywhere. I'm gonna assume that's our room then. I have a stamina meter HP. What's Oh, it just shows me that. Oh, I can... Ooh, that was a waste of that, and hopefully it's not a big deal that I wasted it. So that's why you would want that, so you can see interactables. Maybe we won't have like a general sit down and look situation. We'll just actually be able to look around to find things. I wonder how good this mirror is. It's great. Can't go downstairs because the thing's blocking it. Cleaning in progress. I see no cleaning happening. I like the art. I know these aren't my rooms, but I want to look a little bit. Yeah, we'll just go in, because it looks like the only stuff I can interact with are vending machines. Which we'll probably need for food. Looking slick. What's that figure on the desk?
Sang Rouge. We're chasing it all over America. But I feel like we're finally on the verge of finding something now. Don't you, Zach? think it's about time we ordered a new briefcase. Yes, I know this one carries a lot of memories, but it's seen too much.
I don't know, it's a pretty cool looking
There's
briefcase.
holes from the shootout in Tucson. And this stains from Miami.
It has character.
Miami. Now that was a fascinating case. Billy, our perp, cut his own torso right in two.
That does sound like an interesting
With
case.
the help of the drugs. A feat like that still requires incredible mental fortitude.
I don't even know if mental fortitude is a problem there. That just seems physically
I was
impossible.
So impressed that I forgot I'd left my briefcase on the floor. Same floor his blood gushed out onto.
Yeah, but what's with that, like, doll?
I know, Zach, I know. Now isn't the time for a trip down memory lane.
Evidence organization start. Is this like that thing? Oh no, this looks different actually.
An emergent drug that's been on the rise.
That was a
in
very
4
loud
southern states.
sound effect. An emergent drug that's been on the rise.
Personally, I think it originated right here in Louisiana. And Lise Clarkson's murder must be connected to it somehow.
Here you go, loud noise. Bling!
The 16-year-old girl who was murdered.
There's just the X cross mark with the axe.
Her body was found beneath a bridge over the bayou, along with a strange altar.
I want to go look at it.
The powerful man who essentially controls the town of Carré.
I like building our little wall here, so we can learn about Pepe Sylvia.
Than your average gangster. I doubt he'll be willing to cooperate with any law enforcement, Zach.
We did it. Evidence complete. Mission cleared.
You know, I keep thinking about that movie we stopped to see on our way here, Zach. The Island, 2005, directed by Michael Bay.
Why would you say the year? That's this year.
For a movie being shown at a cinema complex, it was surprisingly artistic. An experimental setting mixed with hard-hitting drama.
I don't remember anything about The Island. I know I saw it.
It was art house sci-fi. That director's going to change the history of art house films.
Ooh.
Are you following me here?
Yeah,
This is another
change the history of
special
art
film
house.
That's setting a new standard, just like Star Wars and Blade Runner did. This is a turning point, Zach. You may be witnessing the birth of a vital new word that will soon become a part of film history. Yes, this single movie may be responsible for creating a whole new genre several years down the line.
How many people saw
A
The
genre
Island?
known as island movies. I sure like the sound of that. Don't you, Zach?
Swear has to know, right? Like, swear you just said like that as a joke. That was a little too much for me to handle. Answer the door. Quest update. Link board has been unlocked. But yeah, link board's cool as like an actual visual indicator. You always had like the recaps that were just kind of there in Deadly Premonition 1. Yeah, same phone stuff. Hello, FBI, it's me, your buddy. You want to watch the television? So, why is this here? Why is this in this room? That seems a bit much. Besides that, very nice looking hotel. It might just be because of where we are in the story, but it looks like we can't sleep. Is this the bathroom? Oh, we can shave. Guess what I'm not doing? I might actually shave. We can shower.
Due to the nature of our work, we've had to stay at hotels all over America. But Zach, do you know what I hate most about living out of a hotel? Shower pressure. The shower was invented so that human beings could quickly bathe in large quantities of water, correct?
Correct.
Yet there are far too many hotels in our nation that have showers with embarrassingly weak water pressure. It's an outrage. And I'll keep tooting my horn about this every chance I get, believe you me.
I don't think anyone cares. Oh, I did actually take a shower, though. Whoever knocked at the door is just gonna have to wait because I'm looking in the closet. Toolbox, store items. You can only hold so many. Okay, same stuff. What is this inventory? Rubber bullets. First aid kits. Cola. Feather cigarettes and lollipops. We got a stomach meter. And we have some other stuff in here as well, like coffee for drowsiness, so we will be able to sleep. I say be able to, I guess we'll be forced to sleep. Poison! Paralysis? We got status ailments? Chills and colds? Hopefully that's not a big deal. I wanted to look at the closet, though.
I'm very satisfied with the decorations and the size of this closet, Zach. And it's even got a security box. What else could a man ask for? It's proof that we're still safely inside the fringes of modern civilization.
Good. Can I change clothes? Yeah. Do I have other clothes? Alright, kind of the same, like, 2 set that we'll just start with so we can easily switch between them if we need to. So I would assume that is just a voodoo doll, just to give you that voodoo feel, because there's a giant voodoo altar here. I like the jazz picture, though. Very stylish.
Hey there, Chef. What's cooking?
I'm upset
Chef,
that he actually
what are you talking
Okay.
about, sir? I'm the concierge, David.
Never mind, this is great. I was gonna say I was upset that he took his chef's hat off, but never mind, this is also
that
good.
You wish to learn the meaning behind our town's name.
Yes, I've gathered that Le Carré is French, but does it have any special meaning?
Why, yes, sir, of course it does. A very clear, logical meaning. All names have meanings. Would you like to know what this one means?
Yes.
Yes, I would.
Jolly good, sir. Then allow me to explain. Le Carré means square in French.
Ah. And
That's it.
that's it?
Yes.
Oh, look, it is a square.
That's it, sir. Do
I
take
get
a
it.
gander at the town map in the lobby if it fancies you. It's beautiful, valuable, and old. I'm sure you'll understand once you see it. Now, please excuse me, sir. If you ever need anything, please don't hesitate to ask.
I wonder if we'll ever see him and the chef in the same room.
Did you see that, Zach? That was clearly David. Not a twin, not a split personality, just the work of a true professional. It's bizarre, but I can understand it. Remember what they say, the job makes the man.
Are we just gonna look at the map now? Check out the old map! You're getting a little carried away with all of these, like, quest updates when it's very minimal quest-related things. No, I figured it would be in the lobby. I see it. I see it, cutscene. It's right there. I wonder if there's a secret behind the giant mirror.
Feel that, Zach? Dozens of paintings no one will ever see. The faint scent of tobacco baked into these walls for over a century. Now that's what I call a hotel. Zach, can you see him? His fashion sense is beyond me, but he appears to be a gentleman. Perhaps we should talk to him.
Because that's just I didn't see anyone. I was looking at the picture of the voodoo man. Oh, that is who you were talking about. What is
Nice
going
tie.
on?
Did you buy it here?
What is happening?
It's been a long time since someone spoke to me. No one these days ever tries to see me.
You can just talk
They
to
can see
painting
what's
people
far in
now?
the distance, but are blind to what's in front of them. No.
I guess
Maybe
York
they're
has
only
friends on the other
pretending not
side.
to see.
Nudge, nudge,
That's what
Princess and the
civilized
Frog
society
reference.
does to people.
Exactly. Ever since mankind got their hands on civilization, they zoomed away at a frightening speed.
I like his, the colors he has
Zoomed away from
on his,
what?
like, face paint and his whole outfit.
Don't be a fool. You know the answer. As for me, just call me Hoongan.
Hoongan. The title given to a leader in a certain religion. Is that what you are?
Oh, they all just go nuts. Oh.
Do you comprehend the Oracle?
The Oracle. Put on your religion hat, Zach. Here we go.
Felton maidens, in the shrine of hunger, find the flying serpent in the ambiguous zero. Dance with the flying serpent, and you will glimpse the other world.
10 maidens and an ambiguous zero. Got it. But what do you mean by otherworld?
Follow the Oracle.
I'm losing my mind right now. Oh, the painting wasn't even the dude.
Zach, did you hear all that? Looks like we've already taken our first step into chaos.
Yeah.
But such is our duty. We need to accept the chaos, let it inside, then carefully dismantle it piece by piece. And after we've put all the pieces back into their rightful places, the truth will reveal itself. Let's capture the truth and present it with a shiny pair of silver bracelets, Zach.
What does that mean, York? Did this lady see me talking to a painting? She looks very upset. I think that's the same lady. Dracula! See! Vampires! Frankenstein became Dracula! Maybe I had it all wrong. Maybe he was a Frankenstein and he ate other monsters which were the Draculas. I'm starting to connect everything together. Zach, I've solved the case.
Zach, here's another perfect symbol of the human condition. Hunting trophies.
I used to know a
And it's
guy who had
buffalo
hunting
hunting
trophies.
trophy.
I guess that was in
Now,
2010
that's a
though.
surprise. I've seen several trophies made out of human skin, but never a buffalo's.
Really? Never buffaloes. Just the human skin
Looking
ones.
at him brings out this strange feeling from within me. Yes, the very same feeling I got when watching a certain film from 1984, directed by Peter Hyams. 2010. The last scene in that film filled me with such a sublime, majestic feeling. It was filled with everything that was missing from the finale of 2001: A Space Odyssey. Just talking about it makes me want to watch it again. Let's watch it once we get home. Promise, Zach.
He always just builds up a list of movies he has to watch when he gets home. I'm gonna be the receptionist now. We have to go look at that. Doubt there's really much I can look at besides just going to the bathroom. Am I not allowed to? Because of the
Whether
painting?
it's a restaurant or a hotel,
Not the painting,
the
the
key
map.
to charming your customers is how you present your bathroom. I'm sure you feel the same way, don't you, Zach? Now this is the kind of bathroom a person can really get excited about. It might even trump the one we saw in that drug dealer's house in Austin.
How good was the drug dealer's bathroom?
Remember? The art piece on display in there utilized the natural curves of human ribs in such a novel way. It was truly brilliant.
Is it like those catacombs in Rome that use the bones to make cool, like, wings out of rib cages? Because they're pretty cool. I mean, from a drug den, that might not be great. Frankly, any bathroom is good to me as long as there's not, like, shit on the walls. So, you know, the rib cages will be fine. Can I go in this one? No. Not allowed.